Welcome back. We've finally reached it, the final video in the Firewood Academy series. Today, we're going to be going over how to make tinder for a fire. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1, use tree bark. The type of tree will vary depending on your location, but the most important characteristic of the bark is that it's dry. Break off the inner bark and shred or break it into smaller strips or chips depending on the strength of the wood. Don't strip bark unless it's absolutely necessary. Cutting bark can damage or kill trees. Ideally, you would pick bark that's on dead trees or on the ground or the like. Peeling bark off dead trees should only be done in an actual emergency. Different barks burn differently. As natural material, they'll burn differently depending on your environment, the season, and in your weather conditions. Choose cedar if possible. You can spot a cedar tree by its reddish-brown fibrous bark that's easy to shred with your hands. Cut off a chunk of cottonwood bark with whatever sharp tool you have and whittle away the outer bark until you see the cord-like strands on the inside. Cottonwood bark has a soft characteristic that can, like cedar bark, be stripped into small pieces. Number 2, search near bodies of slow-moving water for cattails or bulrushes. Cattails are common throughout Europe and America and are abundant around swamps and ponds. You want to use the bushy cotton-like material on the end of the stem, which flourishes in the fall as the plant goes to seed. Simply snap it off and light it. In mid to late summer, cattails bloom into a brown sausage-shaped substance on the top of the cattail. This part of the plant works for tinder as well. Snap it off, break it or cut it open, and get to the driest material inside possible. Number 3, locate trees with patches of tinder fungus, which is a specific growth that works excellently as tinder. There goes my phone again. Tinder fungus predominantly grows on birch trees, and they can be identified by their white bark, and it has the appearance of burnt or blackened crusty bark. If the material is wet, you can slowly air dry the fungus over time for later use. Number 4, whittle bamboo reeds into thin shavings. Hold the knife at a right angle with the blade pointing away from your body and run the blade back and forth to create small shavings. Your shavings should look similar to sawdust. And number 5, gather other plant materials in nature. In a pinch, almost any dry plant material can be used as tinder. This includes dry grass, leaves, sticks, dry pine needles, cotton, fabric, or natural twine or rope. These may not be the easiest materials to ignite, but they'll kindle a fire in desperate conditions. Number 1, make charcloth squares using pieces of cotton fabric. This material is an invaluable resource to take with you when you venture out into the outdoors. Place several small squares into an airtight container. Well, I gotta tell you how big to make the squares. About 1 square inch in size of the cotton fabric into an airtight container that can withstand heat, such as a metal water bottle. Sorry, I was slowing down a little bit there. I got ahead of myself. Set the container atop an already flaming fire for about 5 minutes. Remove the container from the fire using tongs and allow it to cool. Open the container and observe the squares. They should be blackened in color now. Number 2, purchase steel wool from the supermarket or hardware store. The steel wool you use to scour your pots can be excellent tinder, and all you have to do is light it. Number 3, collect dryer lint from the screen in your clothes dryer. Finally, that annoying lint you have to clean out of your dryer every time you use it can be put to use instead of being just thrown in the trash. Simply collect enough lint to form it into a long rod-shaped mold and ignite it. Number 4, soak cotton balls in petroleum jelly and store them in an airtight container. The petroleum grease ignites extremely easily. And number 5, tear up whatever paper products are available to you into long shreds. A rolled up newspaper, the cover of a paperback novel, or whatever paper material you have is available to get a fire started. While you wouldn't want to turn your map into Tinder, any spare paper can work to ignite a fire, though it requires more patience than some of the other methods. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video and learned something new. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, check us out on Facebook at Outdoors with A&T, and we've also got a Patreon page with 3 different membership options, so don't forget to go check that out as well. So, I'll see you all soon. Until next time, bye for now.